Welcome to Styled for Growth, the podcast where mindset meets style and presence becomes your power. I am your host, Antasia Moore, and each week we'll dive into the tools, truths, and transformation behind showing up as the woman you're meant to be, inside and out. All right, y'all. What's up? What's going on? Welcome to episode 8, Lifestyle and Leadership. Okay, so for family and career alignment, I mean, come on. Why is this misaligned? Like, come on, ladies. We know better. We do. I know that we do. I know that we know that we do. So, family and career alignment. For myself, if I have to give you a real life example, because some of us, we just need those examples. Sometimes we need them really badly. And so, I'm a pure stay at home type of entity in person and persona and mom. I've always admired the stay at home women who let the men go out and do their thing and women to keep house and children rear up them in the way that they are to go, and that's what is their whole sole purpose of living. And so I totally resonate with that. I totally get that. And it just so happened that the fact that I love art allows me to work from home and create content that I'm able to still keep my daughter and let y'all even sometimes hear her and see her in the background instead of like keeping her shut up in the room. So it's just focus on you all as well. I love that so much. So thank you so much, subscribers. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for being able to rock with us. I mean, y'all are just great. It's just something about having that connection, that community with women who just understand the other woman's struggle. It's really nothing like it. It's so rare. It's so unique. It's so precious, man. Oh my God. And I just really want us to really focus on just how beautiful that type of thought is. I mean, family is so everything. Our affirmations lately, I've been including family more. And I mean, I have really started to go to bat for my family members, y'all. It's scary. I swear, I have really started to place them in such high accord and such high ideals and such a high, lofty place within my heart, y'all. And honey, it's such a powerful feeling. It's so honest. It's so sincere. It's a very unique, genuine trait to have. And I have no issue with really expressing how I feel. And sometimes I can feel really bad for the people who are on the other receiving end because the feelings are just so powerful. For career alignment, I mean, you really have to have alignment by being true to your heart. When you do that, you're going to really experience the cohesive manner between family and career. It's really not one over the other, which is where we get into so much trouble. So many troubling thoughts stem from feeling as though you cannot have both, and that we are just sacrificing. And on one of the years I went to an inspiration summit, and it was so odd that this was the whole entire concept that women sacrifice child rearing for careers, and you do not have to do that. You really get to have both, and the fact that society tricks us into believing that it has to be one or the other, or one at the expense of another, is such a lie. It's such a manipulation tactic to the highest of extremes, and it's so unnecessary. I love my family to death. There is no greater love than what is groomed and bloomed underneath certain hereditary ancestral branches of our trees. Oh my God. Without them, I am nothing. Without them, I don't want to live. Without them, I don't want to be here. Without them, I'm quitting. Without them, I'd rather die. And they get it. They get it. And I'm grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. They're beautiful. You hear me? So, ladies, make sure your family and career are in alignment. Make sure your family and career alignment resonates with you and the woman that you choose to become. The stellar top star in the mama shakala being a patatuda. But no, like you really just need to do that. You really, I mean, come on. Your family and career are your like cream of the crop of your life. They have to get along with one another, ladies. So family and career alignment, yes, we're here for it. Yes, we're here for that type of vibe. Yes, we about that life. Okay. Flow routines. So for morning myself, when I'm flowing in a vibe, it's really hard to get myself back out of it. It's kind of sort of like impossible. I stay in this certain trajectory that I'm on, especially when it comes to dealing with the morning times. Myself in the morning, usually it's very simple. We just make sure that we straight. My daughter's straight. I may have something to drink. I may have some coffee. I may have a quick snack, especially when I'm trying to figure out my weight and watching what I'm consuming because I don't want to overdo anything. I find that as a certain type of spirit as well. And I like that. So I'm not really trying to deviate from that often because I really want to watch and be there for my family. And so I really take those type of thoughts and ideas to heart. So, in one of the prior mornings, on a really good morning, I am getting up and I am doing affirmations and I am reading and I am having a cup of tea alone, unbothered, undisturbed, and unapologetic. As probably like maybe 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. So, flow routines for closets is definitely about cleanliness. For myself, I love to organize and I love to reset. I love to reset, especially around holiday seasons and the transitions between the different ones, whether we have fall, summer, spring, winter, um, or fall, winter, spring, summer. So I don't know what, I mean, personally speaking, it's just something about that energy, that real live in your face transition is so in the thralls of what our transformation is. And so we transform our thoughts, but we also transform our physical. Our spaces, our bodies even look different. For myself, since I'm a fall soul and entity personality, I look very different in fall than I do probably any other time around the sun. And it's for a really good reason. That energy is what I'm best known for. That's what I love and enjoy most. So I'm probably most radiant and beautiful in that moment because that's authentically, really, and truly who I am and manifesting. And that is our highest self and ideal is to be one with who we are, who we look like, who we think like. And when they all are in alignment, that's necessarily how you achieve nirvana, zen, how you achieve your highest self, your ideals, your self actualized. People have been thinking of you for a long time, ladies. Don't sell yourself short. Please do not do that to yourself. You've been thought about forever. You've been wanted and been needed for so long now. People probably get tired of waiting. They've been needing your energy and they've been needing and needing and needing. And once they finally have and get a little taste, they don't really want to go nowhere else. And the truth be told, they really shouldn't have to. You should want to give and give and give and give. The more you give, the more you have. That's really sweet about God and our laws of attractions and our manifestation periods. And just as being human, just having a gift of life, just having even lived. is really a great testament to how powerful God is. I mean, for real. That's really just what it's about. And then when we get to our affirmations, for my flow routines, when I need some type of affirming thoughts, I have a list readily available. I have some type of files that I can run to whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed about something. I have a Bible scripture that I can go back to. I'm going to get into that in our other upcoming content in a little bit, so y'all can stay tuned for that. And I repeatedly put them in my mind. One affirmation was so powerful, actually, that I still am like dreaming up things and am like just creating off of that alone most of the time. And that's how powerful affirming power and positivity over my life or over how I'm thinking and over the woman that I'm becoming has really aided me in adopting the ways of the future self. And she's not loud, she's not boastful, she's not argumentative, and she's not really following the crowds. I'm not really trying to do what somebody else says because they want to make their numbers either. That's almost like kind of sort of compromising your belief in order to have somebody else meet the quarter one and two goals. That again is a disconnect. And when it's really quiet, usually the worse it is. And I'll give you one more piece of advice. What I really learned was that, especially with these affirmations, that people can think they're so high and mighty, and then you'll see them in the lowest of spots, but you dog out the lowest of the low to the point where now you're at the same one as them, but they didn't, but you did. You see what I mean? And that type of discrepancy is noticed, and usually it's rewarded and penalized. And I know that sounds like way over somebody's head, but Suzanne, I know you a smart lady. So the rewards for practicing what you believe in and practicing what you preach. You say you me. You know what I mean? Like you are either going to hate your master and love the other one. You're going to serve your one master and refuse the either. But you aren't going to be able to do both. You're going to pick one or the other, but you are not able to simultaneously do both at the same exact time and space repeatedly over and over again. We shouldn't even want to at this point because really it's pointless, it's fruitless. And if we're to bear fruit from a good tree, what did Jesus say? Jesus says, this tree has bared bad fruit. God touched it and it withered up and just completely no longer bear fruit ever again. That's just what it is. It chose to be withered because it bore bad, well, because it chose to bore bad fruit. That was a decision. So it was a penalty as well. The penalty was withering. Was instead of blooming into a beautiful young apple tree, it withered into nothing as a penalty for choosing to bear bad fruit. And when y'all really think about it, my ladies who are in the authentic glow coaching, you know that withering was justified. And I never ever hear you say anything otherwise than that. Because you know, authentic glow coaching is about acceptance of the things that we cannot change, courage to change what we can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. It's almost like a serenity for the fact that we're not in Alcoholics Anonymous. But how many families do you have you ever seen that is riddled with people who are addicted to alcohol? And it predominantly probably in the black community and neighborhood and families. And I hate having to have that black on black crime. I always feel so misguided and misused or just abused and mistreated whenever I ever feel as though a black person was unkind. That really just always hurt my heart the most because we come from the same place and there's never an excuse that's good enough, and it never will be. So either you have to find a way to go and be bold enough and keep that same energy and say all the same crap that you said while you rested and sat in hell, or you're going to have to really understand that sometimes it's best to be really kind, especially to those people that are of your same color, because that's ideal and that's godlike. So Anything else for affirming who you want to really do those things. Don't, I mean, you can wait until the last minute, but you're only going to set yourself up for being in that moment, and it's just going to make your brain kind of sort of feel as though, well, maybe this was the better idea. Maybe this was the idea that was considered something a little bit less than what somebody else was expecting. So maybe the more appropriate one was to do, instead of waiting to the last minute to do all the things that I needed to have gotten done. Maybe I did need to start earlier. Yes, this is true. You did. But did you? You have to answer that question. What did you do? Get up earlier or did you wait till the last minute? Yes or no? The yes, I did get up early means rewards. The no, I didn't get up earlier and started when I needed to. I waited till the last minute. That means the penalty is coming. And as it should. It's not right to procrastinate and wait till the last minute. I'll give you a prime example. Someone waited until the last minute to procrastinate it, and it went and turned into something that was extremely dangerous. And of course, they're black. So you just really want to be mindful. So our client stories that are wins is definitely like Sarah. You know, Sarah was really upset with some things. She was really trying to figure out how to have a mom type of energy about herself and still wanting to come across and as a not so just stuck solely in motherhood, but really a fashionable young lady who was a mom, that was a boss. She came to me and we fixed some issues that was kind of blocking that disconnect. And instead of her being so succumb to only being able to be stuck in just one idea. She came out and realized that now she can do both. She's supposed to do both. So shout out to you, my bookie boat. All right. Well, you know how it goes. I mean, anywho, I mean, y'all, and I know I hate to laugh because sometimes life can be so serious, but I really love like I'm gonna laugh and challenge now, y'all. And it has really saved me a many a tears. And so definitely know that y'all know that's what's going on. I mean, I hope that y'all did take away some of the points that I really wanted y'all to understand. Make sure your family and career alignment resonates with positivity, okay? And not trying to sacrifice one over the other. Because you know family is a God-given type of hierarchy, okay? And you're not really to trifle with it. So I gave you plenty of some of the issues that I wanted y'all to focus on. Personal stories, you know, people can really talk to you any kind of way. And you have to use affirmations to understand that these things can really give you some insight into who and who isn't. And then something I want y'all to take away is just to really understand that about yourselves. And then reflect that I really want y'all to do is figure out if your family and career alignment is off, how you can place it into a spot where it is on a trajectory that really resonates positivity within your own life. All right. So if this episode helped you glow a little brighter, share it with a woman who's growing too. And if you are ready for personal coaching or style clarity or mindset support, OMG, visit me, okay, at www.payhip.com/authentic glow coaching. Alrighty, y'all. I am out until next time. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and stay becoming.